Is it source dest? Oh shit, I always forget. I'm pretty sure it's dest source, if I had to guess, but I'm not pretty sure, so let's look it up. Dest source, right. So yeah, we want our clone's buff. Is it buff? Buffer. Right, buffer. Yeah, our clone's buffer, and we want the buff's buffer, and we want buff num frames times size of. Well, I guess it's funny that it doesn't keyword size of. Oh yeah, there's two. I believe this is always a double channel. And you can check here. Malloc size of filter buff. What's that? Oh, that's the absolute size. Shit. You know what we can just do? Yeah, actually for dynamic arrays you can do this. And then you don't have to compute anything. That's stored there. I believe that's true. I'm pretty sure that's true. I know I've run into bugs before where I used I wrote a gotcha on it on my debug blog. I mean, if you can't do this with fixed arrays, but I believe you can do that with pointers. Or do I have to do the dereference and then it works? It's time to test. It's time to test. Testing is fun. Let's go here. Let's go to temp. Let's go to, yeah, let's just emacs test.c. Yeah, so there's a test. Let's make a new test. Char star dude equals malloc char. No, we'll just do size of. I mean, that's just going to be 1,000, but okay. Then we do printf size of dude char star done array 1000 equals % d n, and we just say size of dude, size of star dude. One of these is right. Size of star dude. Alright. So this is a fun test. I've forgotten how it works exactly. So we can just do gcc test.c. We don't have to worry about warnings. Test. How's that? It's nice enough to take care of memory H for us. Okay, so that's obviously not, neither of those are 1000. So where did I get that crazy idea from? I think it's the other way around. Static array. No, not static. Fixed array. And let's say 100 equals blah 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 blah. Okay, let's try that. Fixed r. Fixed r. Fixed r. Fixed r. There you go. Yeah, size of the fixed array is 1000, and it makes sense when you do reference it, you get size of 1. So, saved myself shooting myself in the foot, and maybe a little bit of embarrassment with some lesser embarrassment. So that's a pretty good trade, if you ask me. I mean, you know the system knows how big that is, because when you free it, it releases the right boundaries. But maybe size of isn't the way to get to that. The thing, I guess, yeah, size of can only tell you compiler time sizes, and that's what the issue is. That's all you have to remember. Size of is a compile time. Is that true? I mean, that's... it's not a... It's... I mean, it's evaluated... Shit, I don't know. I'm not going to say any more about this. I'm just going to write the right code. Yeah, so that means that request cannot use that notation. It has to look like, and instead of thinking too hard, let's just find the use case. So it seems like it's not really used too often. It's used in the effect entity, and that size is created somewhere else. Okay. Alright, so it's not so easy to find that stuff. But we can just have our int buff size here equals, we can just take that, put it there, multiply that by size of sint 16 times 2, because these are always stereo channels. Well, we can use them however we want, but I'm talking about stereo channels. Then we do the mem copy, and that will also be buff size. And then we simply return the clone. So this point, it contains the copied data. You think that compiles? I think it does. I think it's got a 45% chance of compiling, and I'm a positive guy, so that means I think it does. It doesn't compile because we changed some. We added a default parameter, use of undeclared identifier request filter buffer. Is that really undeclared? Looks request filter buffer. You know what we need? Yeah, that's out of scope, so we need to put in the class. Then it will be okay. Let's try that again. There's probably one more error looking at the second one. Cannot initialize type. Okay, it's alright. We haven't used it yet, so let's go back to pitch effect. So right here where we push something back, all we need to do is clone it right here. we're not being so vigilant about our memory errors. And yeah, maybe that's not good, but for now we'll let that slide. Because we want the prototype. Alright, so this adds, the thing is, we can't use buff ref count anymore, so we need to take it out here. So let's do that. Filter buffer and watch the posture. We'll call that, oh, you know what we were doing? We were just taking the sint16 buff. That's not good. No, I take that back. Solo clone, we'll say clone here too, and that'll just equal this guy. We'll add clone here. Yeah, and because the calls like clone and whatever, they add clone and create, we'll add a ref count of 1. That's just from the, that's just a convention we're making up. It's documented. So this should work. We don't release these clones ever until we delete the object. That does happen eventually though. Yeah, this might be okay. Let's try it. Should comment this printf out. Yeah. Alright. I think we might have a winner. What? Clone. What's the problem? Clone filter buffer. It's not. Is that wrong? Ah. No, it looks good. Let's look at the actual error message. Undeclared identifier, which is interesting because filter buffer is also declared in filter audio mixer. Clone filter buffer. Did we add that or what? Yes, we did. Clone filter buffer. Did I save this? Yes. I save this. Yes. I save that. Yes. Let's look at the very top. Yeah, there's filter audio mixer right there. This is still a pretty small file. It's maybe only 100 lines. Yeah, so what would you say the issue could be? Use of undeclared identifier, clone. I'm gonna say spelling is first place I'd look. Ah, this is yeah, what am I doing? This is not a static routine. This is a class method. So we have to get the instance. It's not so hard. Just say filter audio mixer instance. It does make the line a little long, but you know, what can you do? And then it should work. So let's try that. Yeah, and that guy will take care of the ref counting and all that. We have to deref it, and that's it. And we do deref things, right? When we go to reset state, yeah, we deref everything. Right. So how about we run? Yeah, let's run. That built and succeeded. So curious what this will do.